I'm Helen H. I am a wellness practitioner and I'm 45 years old. Before I started working with Veronica, I was feeling the need to talk to somebody about a future relationship that I wanted, but wasn't quite sure exactly what I wanted. So I wanted somebody to be able to be a sounding board and to give me some feedback for ensuring that I wasn't going to make the same mistakes that I'd made with previous relationships. Again, before working with Veronica, I did try working on my own, and one of the things that I was doing was vision board. So I was doing vision boards for many different things in my life and really enjoy them. They're lots of fun. But in this particular instance, in this particular area, I wasn't seeing any results or any change, which is why I went to see Veronica. During the process work with Veronica, I found that interestingly, what came up was issues relating to my childhood with my father, which was quite surprising. So I started working through that connection with my dad before going on to working directly with issues from previous relationships. And of course, they were all linked. And the more we went deeper and deeper with all of those, the more I actually got to know myself better. And for me, even though I've had so much wonderful success of working with Veronica and her different processes that she uses, for me, one of the most valuable experiences, which I still cherish today, is getting to know myself better. Through getting to know myself better, I was able to see patterns within myself that were creating emotional blocks and that were creating discomfort and affecting other relationships in my life. So, for example, with my son or with friends or other family members, all of those had a spin-off benefit, definitely, from the process work and going deeper into unlocking that baggage that had been packed away for so long. Enjoyed working with Veronica. You know, she is just such an easy person to talk to. She also related very well to what I was going through and was able to share with me some of her experiences. And that I found really put me at ease to be able to open up and share even more and go deeper within myself. She's just such a comforting facilitator on that level as well, which is so important when you start opening up and you're going to those vulnerable places, to have somebody to really hold that space, even when you're doing it online, but to feel that support. And I really did feel that when working with Veronica. A wonderful and beautiful end result to this experience and time with Veronica was that I did meet the man of my dreams. It was quite a few months after I'd finished sessions with Veronica, and I do understand that this is how inner process work works, that it takes time for the shift to be seen in the outer world. And I know it was also very much linked with me going and releasing blockages within. That enabled me to actually see what type of person really would be best for me, because I had been believing I needed a certain type of man, but this was based on my blocked perception. So after doing the work with Veronica, well, this man that I'd been asking for was actually not the best man for me. And so I started putting out and writing down and even creating a new vision board of what was going to be best for me and my life. And a few months later, he literally walked straight into my life and everything I'd put on the list was ticked. So, of course, having this ultimate experience after all the work that I'd been putting into myself was just, it was indescribable almost. It was better than any other experience that I have had, because it felt to me, and still does, like for the first time I have really experienced true love with somebody. And now I can see, previously there was companionship and there was friendship, but that deeper soul connection was not there, and now it's there. And that for me is just hugely priceless, really. Actually, I think that anybody and everybody should work with Veronica, not only if you're looking for the man or woman of your dreams, but even if you have the man or woman of your dreams and you're wanting to work on your relationship, or maybe you feel you don't want a relationship, the work that gets done is so valuable in terms of self-growth. And that affects all other areas of life. And it just makes your whole life experience so much richer, so much more real. And for that reason alone, it is worth it to go through the techniques that Veronica uses, because they pinpoint directly where you need to go to shift yourself into a place and a space that you desire, and that I believe we all deserve. Okay, so if you don't go and spend some time with Veronica, I feel that there will be a huge gap in your experiences of everyday life. There will be a huge gap in your relationships. There will be a huge gap in your emotional development. And we all know that our emotional development is really what takes us to the next level in all areas of life. So if one chooses to stay where one is and not continue forward, then you don't even stay where you are. What actually happens is you regress, and it's the beginning of death ultimately. So in order to move forward, one needs to sometimes go through that uncomfortable experience of self-growth and self-development. But doing it with Veronica is just so pleasurable, and she makes it so easy and so calm and so supportive that no matter what you're going through, you will feel and know that this is the right place and the right space for you.